We're out with the Bugs 2, and I have a 2,700 milliamp an hour Tenergy battery in it, and that's how I connected it. I just took the connection off of one of my Bugs 3 batteries and cut those, and this is pull and play. I can pop these off, take the connection, and put it on something else. Right now we have 16 satellites. This is your height in meters, that is your distance in meters. This is going to be a time trial, guys, and this is the Bugs that I crashed in the Taj Mahal, so doing a time trial on it, might be pushing my limits with it, but we'll see. She's up, GPS is holding, drifting a little bit because we have wind, it's kind of pitching forward just a little bit. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with this just because I don't have an SD card in it. I'm not taking aerial footage. Again, this is more or less time trial. See what type of time we get on this. I'm not going to baby fly it either, but we're not going to go super high in altitude because, again, I really don't have any need to because I don't have a SD card in it. We're not recording. As you can see, my repairs on this have worked very well. The battery on this, oh, that sucks. There's a bird up there. I like to catch birds in flight. Definitely would have been able to catch that if I had a SD card on this. The Tenergy battery that we're using here, the connection that I have is good. Only thing I would have done to make it a little bit better, because it is extremely tight connection, is just to lengthen my lines a little bit, lengthen the wire. As you can see, she's doing well here. Smash into the Taj Mahal, and she still works after a little bit of Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Tape. There's a good look at her there. Now, ideally, this, I believe it's an XT30 connection that I have off of this, was the one that I used for the Bugs 3 that I got almost a half-an-hour flight off of with that massive battery. Ideally, the only reason I had that off was because I was just splicing wires. This is a little more quicker to do, because now I could just pull off, put the connection on another battery if I had to mod it just by using male and female connectors, and not have to constantly electrical tape stuff. Although the electrical tape worked fine, again, this is a quicker way to do it, I guess you would say. Again, for my lineup, I will always have a Bugs 2 in my lineup of my drones. I anticipate at some point this failing. If this never does fail, well, MJX outdid themselves with this, because again, I crashed this into the Taj Mahal. It took on interference from what I believe a helicopter, and I lost control of it. It smashed into the Taj Mahal. If you want to see that video, it is on my playlist. It's one of the more recent videos. This didn't happen too long ago. Do a quick buzz by. Bam. I'm actually astounded that after I glued all this together, this held up. Now, I have a friend with a huge set of steel brass nads on him. He took this, I think, 700 some odd meters, if not more, away from himself, and he did it blindly. So essentially, see the clouds over there? That'd be me flying over there, just kind of watching distance and meters on here. And then once he got to a certain set point, it came back. So this thing has epic range. We're not doing a range test here. We are just simply flying this for flyability and flying it for a time test. Right there, and there's that bird up there. That really sucks I don't got a camera on this. Right now we're 27 meters high and 57 meters away from myself, which is nothing. I think I've had this 200 change straight out that way, And I have that on YouTube as well. It's on my channel, so you can definitely check that out. She likes to fly. This is definitely a flyer. Is this as fast as your Bugs 3? I don't think so. But again, two different birds. Two different birds completely. This is a no-hands GPS bird with a camera built into it. And, dude, look, it's sitting. I got 16. I got 16 satellites that I'm locked to, and it's sitting there. This is one of my go-to drones to take with me when I'm on the go. Because of that. Because if I need to pick up my cell phone, bam, I have hands to do it, and I can let it sit there, and I don't got to worry about if it's going to drift too far away from there. Is it going to drift a little? Just a little because of wind or whatnot? Absolutely. But it's not going to go far. As you can see, it kind of put its own brakes on. It tilted backwards. It put its own brakes on and locked back onto the satellites. Sky Viper, the GPS Sky Viper that I have, that's a little bit more stronger GPS for some reason. Now, I don't know if I'm going to say stronger GPS, but it grabs. It grabs the drone. So you stop, it grabs it, and kind of wobbles until you stabilize it. This one, not so much. We'll show you the brakes again. We'll take it this way. We're flying this way and just stopping. See it put the brakes on, tilted backwards, and then it stabilized. So that's good GPS right there. DJI Phantom 3, which is the one that I have, I'm sure the 4 is the same way. That one has excellent braking system to the point where you get stress cracks if you're flying it extremely fast. If you're flying it extremely fast and you go to halt, stop really quickly, it will do it. And as you can see, it's pitching this way, the wind's blowing this way, so it's trying to counter it, and it's losing altitude as it's doing it because, again, it's pitching this way. But GPS quads all work differently. They all work in the same concept, but they all work differently. This one is one of the smoother, worry-free ones. You really don't... What do we got here? We got beep, beep, beep. I don't know what the beep, beep, beep's about. Maybe that's battery? If that's battery, I don't think this battery gave this too much more flight time, unless I've been jabberjawing enjoying this flight. We're just gonna let it sit here. Eventually, it should just land to its spot. I don't remember how long this drone itself has on the red light blinky thing, but we're gonna find out right now. As you can see, it's fighting the wind. You can see the wind. You can see the bushes and whatnot, and it's tilting, but it's not really moving too far away from the spot. So this shows you a little bit of wind durability. This will give you a little bit of flight time on this battery, and we're also testing how long this is going to stay in the air before it decides to come down. And let's see, I'm going to take my hat cam off, and yeah, I don't know, man. We're at 8 minutes and 45 seconds. This battery, I think this battery is a fake. It's a lot skinnier than the Bugs' battery too, but it's rated as 2,700 milliamp an hour, and we didn't get over 10 minutes. So, bam, that's J-Drone. Telling you how it is. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. A lot of people, if they had this battery, and I got the battery for nothing. I don't even know how I got it for nothing. It just came in the mail. I don't know if these people have my mailing address or whatnot, but here, I think she's setting down. But I got it in the mail, and I decided to put the connectors on it and connect it. Although I will say, I was playing with it just a little bit inside the house to get the connections right, but still. This should have, if this is a true 2,700 milliamp an hour battery, it should have gotten more than what the Bugs battery is traditionally. Which maybe it will. Maybe we're getting a false low voltage warning off this because the battery is not made for this drone. and maybe this is going to sit here 3 to 4 minutes. I don't know. And as I say that, nope, it landed itself. It shut the motors off, and there we go. So full flight time on this battery is 10 minutes and 12 seconds roughly. Shut up. Turn the controller off. We are going to pop this out, and we're going to show you the battery. That's a 2,700 milliamp hour battery, which I don't think gave this any more flight time, if any. And just to show you here, pop these connections off. Bam, bam, just like that. Super simple, guys. So if you get a battery that's going to increase your flight time, which I don't think this did, then you can just plug and play. So, alright guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And this was a test of this Tenergy 7.4 2,700 milliamp hour battery, which I don't think is 2,700 milliamp, but whatever. It flew. This is extra battery. I have my little connectors right there that I can pop on this connection here, and bam, plug and play, put it in there. Fly safe, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And again, this was the Bugs 2 that has sustained, where are we at? Bam! Major damage, and she's still in the air. Alright guys, take care.